Fail better, rise stronger. Master the mindset of high performers. Written by Jodie Brooks. Narrated by Jason Rise. Chapter 1. Personality Development. Personality is essentially the unique blend of thoughts, feelings, and behaviors that sets one person apart from another and remains consistent over time. It's a combination of our biological makeup and the behaviors we learn throughout life that shape how we respond to the world around us. The Big Five personality traits, often referred to as the five-factor model, are a framework that draws on common language descriptors of personality, known as the lexical hypothesis. These descriptors are organized using a statistical method called factor analysis, which means this model isn't rooted in scientific experiments. This well-studied theory proposes 5 broad dimensions that some psychologists use to characterize human personality and psyche. The 5 factors are defined as openness to experience, conscientiousness, extroversion, agreeableness, and neuroticism, commonly remembered by the acronym OCEAN. These 5 factors are thought to form the foundation of all personality traits. Various researchers have defined and explored them over different periods of study. In team settings, employees are often assessed on the Big Five personality traits to see how their unique strengths can enhance group dynamics. For businesses, it's crucial to grasp not just their operations and processes, but also the people behind them. Understanding the personality traits that influence employee behavior provides valuable insights for management. 1. Openness to experience. Inventive/curious versus consistent/cautious. Openness to experience refers to how much a person is intellectually curious, creative, and appreciative of art, emotions, adventure, and new ideas. It reflects a person's inclination towards imagination and independence, favoring a mix of activities over a rigid routine. When someone has high openness, it can sometimes come off as unpredictability or a lack of focus. People with high openness often pursue self-actualization by seeking thrilling experiences, such as skydiving, living in different countries, or engaging in activities like gambling. On the other hand, those with low openness tend to find satisfaction through persistence and are often perceived as practical and data-driven, sometimes even coming across as dogmatic or closed-minded. There's still some debate about how to interpret and understand the openness factor best. 2. Conscientiousness. Efficient/organized versus easygoing/careless. Conscientiousness, which can be seen as the balance between being efficient and organized versus being easygoing and careless, is all about self-discipline and a strong sense of duty. It's the drive to achieve and succeed. This trait also encompasses planning, organization, and reliability. Individuals who score high on conscientiousness may sometimes appear stubborn or overly focused on details. On the other hand, individuals with low conscientiousness tend to be more flexible and spontaneous, but this can sometimes lead to a reputation for being sloppy or unreliable. 3. Extroversion. Outgoing/energetic versus solitary/reserved. Extroversion is all about that vibrant energy, those positive vibes, and the knack for being assertive and sociable. It's the trait that makes someone talkative and eager to seek out fun in the company of others. When someone has high extroversion, they might come off as a bit attention-seeking or even domineering. On the other hand, low extroversion tends to create a more reserved and reflective personality, which some might misinterpret as aloofness or self-absorption. 4. Agreeableness. Friendly/compassionate versus analytical/detached. Agreeableness refers to the tendency to be warm and cooperative rather than suspicious or confrontational with others. It reflects how trusting and helpful someone is, as well as their overall temperament. People who score high in agreeableness might sometimes come off as a bit naive or overly accommodating. On the other hand, individuals with low agreeableness often have a competitive edge. They may be perceived as argumentative or untrustworthy. 5. Neuroticism. Sensitive/nervous versus secure/confident. Neuroticism is all about how easily someone can feel unpleasant emotions
Sample complete. Ready to continue?